Okay, so we're going to make some dot plots. The quick way to do that is just to right click on your desktop and find new, and you'll see that, I'll click higher here so you can see it. You'll see that it offers Word documents and Excel, so just click on that. It highlighted it in blue because it's saying name it something. So I'll do that right away. Dot plot and then your initials. Okay, and then just double click to open it. Okay, so for dot plots we need the values. So I'll give it a title here, die roll, whoops. And the fast way to go down a column is to use the arrow, or you can use enter. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then some values, so I'll type those in, 8, 6, 6, 9, 7, 14. Okay, so now we want to use a function. So I click on the cell where I want it to display the symbols, and you see up here it says FX. That'll bring up the function dialog box. If you don't have the name memorized, if you type something that sort of matches what you're looking for, so I typed repeat, it'll try to find something, and it'll explain what it thought was a good match below it. So here it says the formula is written as REPT with text a number of times. So you can double check, and then I'm going to say okay, that looks good. When you click OK, it brings up a dialog box. So this text repeats text a given number of times. It wants to know text is the text you want to repeat. You can put anything in this box, any of the keyboard keys, and then number of times. I wanted to grab the number of times from the cell beside it, so I'm going to click on that cell. And what it does is it writes a cell reference number. This cell is column B, row 2, so row B2. It'll grab 8. And down here it shows you what it's going to do. Formula result equals 8 A's. Want something else, maybe you want an X there. Do you see here it's saying, okay, it's going to display 8 X's. The special symbols, for instance, for dots, that's number 149. If you look up the characters online, you can Google around. You see here it's saying, okay, that's going to be the dots. You can also, there's a bunch of symbols now that are included. I found some online. You're looking for Unicode characters, so here's some hearts, for instance. Edit. Oh wait, cancel. I have to go back to that. So if you wanted hearts to display, copy. No apparent reason. Function. I want repeat. So okay, give me the dialog box. There, see, it'll let you paste it right in there. And again, the number of times was the cell beside it. Okay. And it says it's going to do 8 hearts. Okay. Now you can keep typing in that formula over and over and clicking on the cell beside it. But if you just wanted to copy and paste and go down one cell each time, you can just grab that little green box on the bottom right corner and drag, and it knows to copy. You see that? And update the cell reference to the cell below it. So if you drag down, it updates cell references one down each time. I don't want this displayed for the dot plot. So if you right click on the column heading, you'll see you've got hide and unhide options, so that makes that go away. Now that one is horizontally displayed. To do it vertically, well, you could type in the stuff over here, but unhide that for a second. Edit, unhide. Okay. I want it to do this stuff for me, so edit. Let's do one at a time. I want it to type this in. Instead of it being vertical, copy, I want it to do it horizontally. So on your copy screen, I right clicked and here it says copy, and here's my paste options, the values, formulas. This one right here, transpose, will change it from being columns to rows, which is what I want. So transpose sounds good. I'll do this same thing so I don't have to type these guys again. Drag, right click, copy. Just use the first cell, and again I'm going to say transpose. I want it to run the other way, so I did that. And then here, remember we want that function repeat text a certain amount of times. So repeat's good. What do we use? Hearts that time. I'll go back to dots just for no apparent reason. 149. And then the number of times. This time I wanted to take it from the cell below it. So I'll click on that. You'll see here it says okay. It'll grab it from the cell below. And each time I want it to step the cell reference to the right. So if I grab that bottom right corner and drag it to the right, it will do that. And the only problem here is I want these dots to run vertically because it's a vertical display. And that's what this is up here. Orientation, it can change the way the text is running. I want vertical text, so I'll click on that. And you see it made the dots all vertical. And again, we don't want the frequency displayed there. That's what the dots are indicating. So I'll go over here to the column heading and say, hey, hide that. I don't need it. Okay, so on the display, okay, so we need to hide that guy again. Hide. Okay, so I want, let's say, a bottom heavy border here. That's what this little box does. Gives you your borders. So that is for that cell, that would be a left border. Left border. Let's see if I got it. Yeah. Can't really see it. You can also, if you want to colorize stuff, go to cell styles. You have some more options over there. There now, everything could be red. Or orange. And I would move these lines out of the way. There we go. I can do the same down here. For these cells, I want the line on the bottom, thick bottom border. Yeah, see it's right there. And I could do the same thing if I wanted fancier cell styles. You can make your own design, or you can choose one of the ones that's available. On this one, see how these numbers don't line up with the column? That's not good. So I'm going to drag across those numbers and say, hey, center that up and see if that looks right. That's easier for someone reading it to understand. So that's a good display right there. Okay, and then you just save. That's all there is to it.